in football kuna watu washatu write off, yani hatuwezi make it from that group, but kuna game mbili baada hazijachezeka, so pande yetu tutajituma tu kama kawaida na tunataka tushinde zote mbili.
Namibia, even if they don't have any point in our group, then you can also understand how strong our group is.
Niajeni matama and welcome to another edition of Pulse Sports Recap. Mimi naitwa Mark Kinyanjui ama ukitaka Kinyawai,
ukiwa na Ivanzo mwenyewe.
Na leo tunaongelea all things local sports. Of course kuna vitu mingi zili happen over the last weekend, and of course there is the elephant in the room ambayo ni Harambee Stars. Of course Engine Firata alitaja squad yake yenye itakuwa ina play against both Zimbabwe and Namibia over this November international break. Now of course Kenya have to win both their matches and get 6 points to stand a chance of qualification, kwa sababu saizi wako number 3 on 4 points. Namibia in group J, Namibia already ruled out of qualifying because I think wame collect just 1 point. Cameroon are on 10 points and are top of the table, and then Zimbabwe are second on 8 points, but Zimbabwe have to play us na lazima pia wacheze against Cameroon to stand a chance of sealing qualification. Niliona hiyo squad ambayo alitaja. Of course alidrop Patrick Matasi after make zile mistakes zake mbili wakicheza na Cameroon. Of course yako dropped family. Of course the other surprises ambao wametolewa, tumeona wase kama Sylvester Owino of Gor Mahia yuko, Chris Rambo yuko. There's a number of players that are not there, but significantly most of his key players are back, with the exception of maybe Masud Juma and Ayub Timbe, who are still nursing injuries and omana wako. But otherwise the strongest available squad Firat has iko na walisha land South Africa on Monday morning. What do you think about the squad kabla tu analyze further?
Kulingana na kikosi ni kwamba kikosi ambayo Firat ameitoa si kikosi kibaya, lakini mimi nina changamoto moja tu, kwamba mbona weke kijana mdogo ile time ambayo unahitaji experience yako going forward, because ukiangalia the way
nani Amos Wanjala
ukiangalia the way saizi Harambee Stars iko kwa standings, wana face situation ya a must win against Namibia na against Zimbabwe. So kuleta Amos Wanjala kwa kikosi, especially time Kenya iko under pressure, kwangu mie sioni kama ni jambo la busara.
Cause actually tukiangalia hiyo squad, of course Bano Mondi ule wa Bandari aliitwa. Of course very good keeper, very composed on the ball, akona distribution mzuri. I like the way he plays in general. Farouk Shikalo amekam in place of Matasi, which is understandable of KCB. Ameanza vizuri pale KCB. Ian Otieno naye hapo as well. And then at the back Daniel Anyembe, Amos Wanjala, Amos Nondi, Joseph Okumu, Johnston Omurwa, Charles Momanyi, Eriko Uma, Abudomar. Midfield kuna Anthony Akumu, Mavina Bwire, Dukabuya, Timothy Ouma, Richard Udada, Austo, Odhiambo Rolls Royce, Gor Mahia, Ronnie Onyango, Alfred Scrivren, based in Norway ameitwa tena. Umjama wa Ulinzi Stars anaitwa Leshan Mutian, hiyo ilini surprise, ameitwa. Adam Wilson pia ameitwa, the former Newcastle United protege. And then forwards kuna Olunga, Jona Ayunga na Jona Vire. Me in my opinion actually, I don't think Amos Wanjala will play, but I think it's actually good to call him up because for the experience. Endo captain wa under 20s, amecheza Emerging Stars bado, played a significant part pale Kosafa Cup under 23. Now you need a player like that for the again to experience, because I expect Johnston Omurwa and Joseph Okumu, who are the two main center backs, ndo wataanza kama 4-5, and then Eric Marcelo atacheza left back, right back itakuwa Daniel Anyembe. So if all those players stay fit, I don't think Wanjala ataingia, but it's important for Wanjala to train with the senior squad ndo apate experience juu itakam kumsaidia juu Kenya under 20s walisha qualify AFCON for next year, so you need him to gain experience by learning with the seniors ndo arudi. And besides anacheza first team football pale Spain, hata kama ni 5th tier football in Spain, bado hiyo ni significant because for an 18-year-old. So I don't think there was an issue calling him up. The only issue niko nayo ni Zach Viner ambaye anachezea Bristol City, who declared for Kenya, born in England, raised in London but hayuko, but he's an integral player for Bristol City as they try and seek promotion to the Premier League next season. Hajaitwa. Is it the passport issue that hasn't been resolved? I don't know. Firat has been complaining about it, but since then, after Aitwe against Burundi na Ivory Coast World Cup qualifiers, June hajaitwa tena. So that is the only concern I have. But I think the squad that started against Cameroon, the starting line as I said against Cameroon, the return leg, ile walipigwa 1-0 hata kama they played better. All those players are available. So I think he's going to stick to the guns. Wewe unafikiria aje?
Kulingana na kikosi ambayo umetaja, mimi nafikiria kwamba it's high time Firat aone jinsi ambavyo anaweza adjust kikosi yake plus formation. The past 2-3 matches tumeona Firat amestick na 4-4-2, of which to me 4-4-2 means midfield yako iko very combative. Combative, alafu shida ni hakuna fluidity in terms of attacking style of play. So kama Firat at all ana opt kwamba it is high time anataka Kenya qualify for AFCON in Morocco next year, mimi ninge prefer Firat acheze na system ya 4-2-3-1. 4-2-3-1 in the sense that partnership ya Johnston Omurwa na
Crouch Okumu
na Okumu ikue the central defensive partnership. In fact that is the best kikosi ambayo itaform backline yake. Then hapo kwa number 10 role nitaenda na Austin Odhiambo. The boy ako very creative. Hata ukiangalia venye Gor Mahia ucheza, in as much as saizi form ya Gor imekataa, but it normally stands out from the rest of the pack. Then Olunga lazime aanze na he needs to show us his feet kwamba he deserves to stand among the best boys continentally.
Actually, Mimi, it's good that you said about 4-4-2 formation. I actually think long term our best formation ni 3-5-2 because we have two very quality wing backs. Manake tunakonga shida ya wingers in Kenyan football. Although tuliona Rising Stars, there are some wingers that are emerging. Watu kama William Gitama Bandari, watu kama Hassan Beza AFC Leopards, kuna wase kama Adam Wilson, a very quality winger who creates good 1v1 situations. I think long term we could solve our wing issue, but without that I think 3-5-2 should be our best formation because unapata Marcelo hucheza kama wing back Poland. Ronnie Onyango is very good at dictating the game moving forwards in the final third. So wao wawili wakicheza kama wing backs, alafu ucheze Omurwa Okumu and maybe a third center back whoever it is who is more progressive, inaweza saidia. And then Banuman Omondi abaki kama keeper who I think is our best keeper, and then ucheze midfield pivot tu ibaki tu venye iko because he prefers Richard Odada and Teddy Akumu. But then now if you play two strikers up front, that is maybe John Avire, because of his aggressiveness it allows us to play with high intensity na Olunga, and then maybe a number 10 inaweza kuwa maybe Duke, inaweza kuwa Austin. I think that will be the best way to maximize our nini long term, but I think he's going to stick to the 4-4-2. I think in goal Banumondi atacheza, the center backs pick themselves, Johnston Omurwa na Joseph Okumu, right back itakuwa Daniel Anyembe, left back itakuwa Eric Marcelo Uma, katikati I think itakuwa Akumu na Udada as usual, but then on the flanks I think he'll play Ronnie Onyango on the right, left I think ataanza na John Avire. I think John Avire's his aggressiveness allows us to push high up because ukikuwa na msee anataka kupress high ina allow team yote isonge mbele, and you saw that against Cameroon. And then up front I think it's going to be Olunga, but I think ataanzisha Duka Buya. I don't think Duka Buya has a problem inside because Duka Buya are very good at creating off the ball movement to create chances and score goals, and he does that for Yanga very well. Yanga which is now one of the biggest clubs in Africa, in Tanzania. So I think that is the situation moving forwards. I think even ndivyo atacheza na I think that squad juni Namibia na Zimbabwe in the first leg tulipata 4 points. We need to now get 6 points to stand a chance of qualification because we have to beat Zimbabwe ndo cause on 4 points tupate 7, and then tupige Namibia ndo tupate 10 points and hope that Zimbabwe will draw or lose. Actually will lose against Cameroon in Yaounde. So I think hiyo ndo situation, but we hope watacheza poa. What are your parting shots for Harambee Stars?
Nadhani kwamba it's high time kwamba one, coach lazima adjust formation. That is non-negotiable. Two, we need to start attacking kwanzia kwa first whistle, because ukiangalia most of the matches zenye Harambee tumecheza lately, ukiangalia game ya Cameroon, ukiangalia game ya Namibia, I think tulirealize kwamba we can after conceding. Na hiyo ndio imekuwa our biggest mistakes. We tend to concede very fast kwa hizo big events. So it is high time we have to attack kwanzia kwa front foot. Then I think also in as much as tunasema kwamba tuna blame Firat kwa hizi masaibu yetu yote, it is high time we have to rally behind him kwamba he is the right man to take Harambee Stars forward.